Superb.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Nicole here with the Gadget Repair Expo. Oh, let me throw up my banners, man. I forgot the banners of the free tickets. Oh, my goodness. You guys, you know, we're live. If you've watched our lives before, you already know free tickets while we are live. The expo is what? 2 weeks away?
Literally 2 weeks.
Literally 2 weeks away, right?
I will be landing in Vegas like today in 2 weeks.
I can't wait. I'll be there like on the 13th because I'm going early.
Whoa, what's going on? Okay, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, it's fun. It's going to be fun. So, I mean, you got to enjoy Vegas while you're there, right? And so the expo's coming up soon. So if you don't have a ticket yet and you have been on the fence about this show, stop waiting. This show is going to be amazing. It's going to be a big show. We've got a lot going on. The schedule is online, and I actually updated it 2 days ago. So if you're someone that already got the schedule, it's good for you to go back on and look. New things have been added, such as our VR experience, which will be open both days. So if you love VR like I love VR, it's included with your ticket. You do not need to pay extra. You just go up there, put on a headset. You can bring your coworkers, your friends, you know, do some VR shooting together, and it's going to be super exciting in that fun area. But we've got our speakers back to back both days. Amazing speakers, by the way. We've got just everything from business to OEMs that are going to be there speaking, to how to increase sales. We've got some shop owners in there that are going to be speaking, and this is both days. And then, of course, we've got Ahmed, who's on here, who's going to be doing a 2-hour sales training on day 2 only for the winners, because it is 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So if you're serious about sales, bring your team. Come and actually sit with him for 2 hours, and he's going to do a full sales training. I mean, Ahmed's going right now to a company to do a sales training. He does this. This is his area, and I'll let you talk about it more in a minute, Ahmed. But get your ticket; it's free. I'm going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves. So, Ahmed, go ahead, you first, in case someone don't know who you are.
My name is Ahmed. I am the founder and CEO of Unlimited Prepaid Distribution, and I am on the board of. I'm on another company, Upluck Social. That's what most of you guys know me. I do marketing. I do, and now we added some VA services, branding, sales training, and that's what I'm doing here. I'll talk about it in a minute, but that's me. If you guys need any help, I'll be at the show. Make sure to attend my second day, 2 hours sales and marketing speech. Please be there. Get your questions. Bring your team. Let's work together and let's grow together. Thank you. Next.
Yep. Okay, go ahead, Brian. You're next. Brian with WGP. I just want to say, WGP, we've got 2 sponsors on here, and I just want to thank you guys. You know, our sponsors have been there every freaking year, lined up first, even before the show location is announced. We're going to be sponsored. So I love you guys, WGP, IG, GSM, PLP. You guys are just always so supportive. So I'm so glad to have you both here. But go ahead, Brian, do a little introduction.
Yeah. Hey, my name is Brian. Like Nicole said, I work with WGP. I'm actually the director of quality control, as well as heading up our customer retention. Man, we love GRE. It's been one of our better shows for us. Getting to meet all the same faces and even new faces, and just building that community, because I think with the way our industry's going, supporting one another instead of stepping on each other's toes is the only way we're going to make it through all this. And I think that's what the big players in the game, the Apple, the Samsung, that's kind of what they need before, we take the next step in the evolution of cell phone repair industry. Looking forward to seeing all of you guys at the show. Come stop by our booth and meet us all. We'll also have Zachary and Jeremy at the show. They're the 2 owners of the company. They founded it in 2009, one of the original suppliers here in the U.S.
Okay,
all right,
thank you so much. Done. Great point that you make there, because the OEMs are coming to the table. And this year we've got Samsung and Motorola, and of course, it's not like, oh my gosh, we have to worship them. I'm just saying it's good to see that we are starting to come together,
yes,
somewhere, and that's the only step forward is, just speaking. like just being around each other. It's like the first step in the right direction. We've got Wise, Right to Repair, Samsung, Motorola at this one show. When you start to talk about that side of the industry, it's people need to realize how monumental that is, because that's how conversations begin. And it may not be perfect, and but it's just, I feel like it's a really big step in the right direction, and the show has been able to do that. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you for bringing that up, Brian. All right,
absolutely.
Jonathan, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Well, my name is Jonathan. I am the CEO of Easy Learning, Microsoldering Bilingual Academy, online academy. Well, this is my third year in a row as a judge in the Gadget Repair Expo. I'm really, really excited to go back to Vegas and have this great expo. And just invite everybody to come to the show. Like, definitely, it's, as I say, it's been almost like 4 years now that I've been going in, assistant to the Gadget Repair Expo. 3 years, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I go, I learn something new. So it is like every time I go, it's like, okay, what can I learn now? Like, I think I already know everything about the expo, but no, that's not true. Like, every time you go, you find something different suppliers, different people. So really encourage everybody to go. Of course, we got some free tickets on this call, so you better take advantage of that. And of course, we're gonna have a great test on the championship at the Microsoft Championship. We're preparing something very, very cool for everybody, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, it's Vegas, so I mean, what else can you ask for?
Oh man, I can't wait. I've been just focusing on other thing. Brad on our team usually works with you guys on competition, so I don't really know what's going on. So I'm like, what is? I'm gonna be asking you in a minute about the competition. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to Milton and give him some time, but we're coming back to you, so be ready.
Hey, how are you guys? My name is Milton. I'm from Phone LCD Parts. We're a distributor of laser machines, screen separator machines, cases, accessories, and devices. Not devices, sorry. Displays. Maybe we'll get into the devices in the future. But yeah, we've been coming to the GRE just like everyone else. I do appreciate the MGM discounts that you got us, Nicole. That was a good move on your end. I don't know how you guys did it, but it was better than anything else out there. It's an amazing event. Yeah, that was great. I loved it. Yeah. And I always look forward to GRE. And I look forward to seeing us all together in 2 weeks. And yeah.
Awesome. I know, Milton, it's always good to see you guys. I just absolutely love this expo because all my favorite people go there. Okay, we got Gil back with us. We actually Gil was on and we lost him. So Gil is with Re-Up. He is a newbie to the GRE Lives. So we're gonna give you
Thanks
a
for
minute.
having me.
Gil, tell us who you are. Tell us about Re-Up and your part in the GRE.
Yeah, no, I welcome the introduction. Thank you. I mean, we've been around for a long time, Re-Up Mobile, that is. What started as a direct-to-consumer platform evolved to a dealer-based system, probably going back to 2012, 2013. And, we ride the wave of the prepaid industry, but not from a repair side so much as the traditional indirect wireless stores. The ones that, do repairs to some degree, but are, also primarily working on sales and activations and replenishments and things of that sort. Obviously, a lot of the dealers over the years have told me about this show, and I've seen it and kind of have been, bright aware of it. So it's a welcome kind of movement. I think repairs are a great vertical to what our platform and what our overall business does. And the direct processors like VitaPay and ePay and all the others can benefit from partners that you guys introduce, just like some of the channels that we hope to accomplish and build friendships and business relationships and things of that sort. Just to add one thing around our technology, because we're a master agent by definition. Much like anyone else is, that's issuing SIM cards and activating and, doing the replenishment of airtime. So we're all beholden to certain platforms that were mentioned, the Incoms, VitaPays, or ePays of the world. But we add a layer of technology from onboarding to reporting to SPIF disbursement that very few to any can match. And one of the things that our dealers love is that they never need to worry about where to find. Not saying that people aren't paying the commissions, but there's always trickery behind commission disbursements, you know. And so the pedigree that we bring with our technology is because of our payment experience. We've been doing merchant payments for 25 years. We've built global platforms. We've built domestic platforms. So we understand the importance of payment processing and tokenizations and how to help mature sales and grow sales through the tokens, you know. So that's one of the things we'll introduce into this channel, hopefully. And, you know, if nothing else, it just, you know, reminds people that we're around and doing well. So, you know, I figured it'd be a nice intro to join.
Awesome. And you guys are actually a sponsor for the cocktail party, and I know that everybody here personally thanks you.
Well, I mean, it's your party, so we thank you for it. I'm just putting, you know, our name for a couple $1,000 or a few thousand. So I'm welcome to.
We have a very fun cocktail party. We always have some surprises. This year, we're not going to have any surprises, though. Anybody that's watching and they're concerned about our previous surprises, it's not going to be anything too crazy. And we're going, I'm most excited about the VR, so I keep talking about that. But we also have a laser light show. If you're someone that's interested in laser light shows and that's something that excites you, we actually have this laser light show is one of the largest in the country. This laser light show actually travels the country year round. This isn't just a random laser light show. This is actually a very good one. And so that's exciting. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Gil. We'll ask you some more about what you do too, because I learned a lot there. And I do want to ask you, if a shop, because, you know, we have a lot of repair shops, say they're not doing activations, they can come to your booth and find out about how to do that. Is that what
I mean? Essentially, you know, any you know, augmentation to a business, right? So if someone is doing repairs and just drilled into repairs and only cares about repairs, there's still room to partner with people like that, where we're not taking them out of their skill set to lose momentum of their day to day, because, you know, we're all entrepreneurs to some degree here, and it's not easy when you're raising money for yourself and for your family and then for your employees, and then to, you know, God forbid, make good profits and continue to move forward and grow a second location, a third. And there's very few of those around, right? There's a bunch around the country, of course, but those are not a growing breed, I don't think, in my opinion. So there's room to always find channel partners and partnerships with organizations that, you know, want to try to build supplemental income. One of the few ways is phone activations and replenishments and keeping hold of those RTR payments. That's the key to deposits, and any business that wants to survive has to have deposits. So, you know, you know, again, as I said, our technology allows us to onboard all sorts of different paradigms of partnerships, whether you're technically a master agent looking to onboard your 500, 10,000 dealers, we could support that. Whether you're an individual retailer looking to onboard just your subscribers and your agents, there's room for that. And then how we come in and work with them to support activations is where we kind of set ourselves apart from some of the other master agents. Not to say there's others that aren't successful or more successful or, you know, better or worse. It's just we kind of figured ourselves into the ecosystem.
You know what, Gil, I can tell that you know what you're talking about because you're very passionate about it. And so if people have questions about this, please make sure you speak. Will you be yourself, Gil, at the expo?
I've booked it. I might not, based on unfortunate scheduling conflict. But someone should be there, either Nora or Mike or someone else from my side. But we'll you know, I might end up coming because, you know, I'm trying to use it as an excuse to go away for the weekend with
excuse to go to Vegas.
With the
I
wife and kids.
On a comment real quick from Brad at Injured Gadgets. Come learn to DIY spot weld and transfer touch ICs with ease. I think what he's talking about is stop by the IG booth, and I think they've got some sort of cool tool. Brad, you're going to have to put more details now because you left me with questions. And Saad says he's got his ticket. Saad's been at every show. Saad is awesome. We go way back, way back. Saad knew me way before anybody else knew me. We come back from when we had flea market booths so long ago. So
flea market.
So all right, Jonathan, put you on the spot for a minute. Let's talk about this micro soldering. Brian, you have been key. WGP is sponsoring the scopes, and a lot of the supplies for the micro soldering competition. So you two are in a group with the other judges and Brad with Repairs First Association. You guys have been working through all the process of the micro soldering competition. If you're watching and you are a micro solderer, go to the website and sign up to compete. Okay. You do have a real chance to win. It only costs you $25. And if you win, you get everybody's $25 plus $1,000 plus a WWE style belt and other things. Okay. So,
WWE what?
yeah, a WWE style belt. The big
Wow.
belts, you know.
Should be WGRE belt.
That's
How do you do that? Is that a feature of Zoom? How do people do this thumb thing? I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys later. So Jonathan, Brian, who wants to go first? Tell me a little bit about what to expect at this competition.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jonathan.
so I mean, it is pretty simple, to be honest, how the competition is gonna go. We have a really small test, but our first test where we're gonna kind of like get the best out of the people that sign up, and then once we have that chose, we're gonna go ahead and do a second competition, which is gonna be more like a physical micro soldering skills competition that they will have to do, and then we're gonna be measuring time, of course, quality of how the soldering looks.
No.
And also, of course, that the phone is functional once it is finished. So this is a really great opportunity for all USA micro solderers because first, it gives you that, let's say, kind of like competition kind of thing you always have around you, and you just get it out first. Second, is very fun. Like a lot of people get around, they want to see what you're doing. It is really a really good thing. I'm in love with the championship.
It's so exciting. It's like the main event.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the floor. It's in an octagon ring. You know, first you got to do some preliminary, but eventually you end up with two people that can compete head to head on day one from 4 to 5. So at 4 p.m. this starts. It's about an hour we've got there, a window for this, but two people are going to compete in that winner. And it's exciting all day because you see people go and try in and, you know, and it's just a lot of buzz around there. So yeah, I totally love the competition. And we've got two new competitions here too, but
yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Also, one thing that I will suggest is if you're gonna be coming and competing, we'll suggest you to practice a lot because this year is gonna be hard. We made sure that we had a really good, let's say, test for the final decision. The last year we had about like 15, 20 people that signed up like in total, and out of those we had one winner, which he was from Colombia. And I'm proud of that because I'm from Colombia. So, but it was a great competition, and he learned a lot. So now he's gonna be coming. That's one thing I wanted to mention. The winner from last year, he's gonna be coming and compete this year as well. So you guys, if you want to beat him and you want to make sure you're gonna get that first place, you're gonna have to work a lot for that. So yeah, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We always thank, of course, WGP because they're always present, they're always helping, they're always sponsoring a bunch of stuff for us. So we really appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I just want to stress here, if you're watching this and you are a micro solder, don't be afraid. Like he said, last year, it was like 20 people signed up. You've got to beat 20 people. Like you might be able to do this. Don't doubt yourself so much. You know, I talk to so many people like, oh, I've only been soldering a couple years. I'm not like a Jessa or a Marcus or a Edwin, you know, like I'm not like these YouTubers. I'm like, you don't have to be like, you know, you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I know I'm great at everything. Just come try. You never know. It might be your lucky day, you know, and then you get listed on the website. Your photo taken with the belt, photo with everybody. You're going to link back to your website. You can use it as a way to look what I've done. You know, I am this year's winner of micro soldering, and use that to help your business.
And in some point that really like kind of boosts your business as well, because I mean, just having a small recognition that you won a competition for something, you can just like print a big page, put it in your wall in your store or your workplace, and that's going to be something that is not only going to motivate you, but also people are going to realize you're doing more than just repairing, you know. So it is a great opportunity. You definitely have to come. The sign up form, as Nicole mentioned, is on the website, so you just gotta go there, sign up. It's pretty easy. Anyways, if you have any questions, I'm always posted in the groups as well about the expo, so just like message me if you have any questions or any of the judges, and we'll be more than happy to help. And yeah, I mean, very excited about this. Almost there.
Thank you, Jonathan. Ahmed, what do you think about this show? I know you're trying to say something.
This is
So-
amazing. I wanted to add to Gil what Gil spoke about. The industry, Gil, need a prepaid push. I think being there is going to be beneficial for everybody. It's going to help the stores, you and I, and this is a big open market for us because they're not. A lot of them are not adding that prepaid. So what I tell them is, you're not a repair shop anymore. You need to sell repair, accessories, computers, laptops, and add prepaid. Prepaid brings you traffic, adds money, there is commissions, there is residual,
Yeah.
all the good stuff that comes all together. So I'm glad that you're part of the show. I hope you make it.
Great.
I'd like to see you, and I'm sure I'll meet your team over there. So I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. No, I agree with that sentiment. Thank you.
There's also 2 other competitions. So we have the screen replacement competition, which is going to be hosted and sponsored and judged by Injured Gadgets. And then we also have the back glass competition, which is Express Prepaid. And so this is you can win all 3. So I do want to say you can register for all 3. The screen replacement, you just show up, bring $5, or you can scan a QR code and there's going to be a little application it's like, we just need your information, and then you pay $5, and then you're going to be timed and quality on screen replacement, and the winners will be announced on day 1 at 3:30, and then at 3:45 we're going to announce the back glass replacement winner. You do need to go online and register for the back glass replacement. It's also $25, okay, but again, if you win, you get all of that plus everybody else's application fees plus $1,000 plus any other giveaways. So if you do back glass, okay, and you can register on site, but if you really want to be first in line to and make sure that we have everything that we need
Just go
from
online
you,
and do it.
go register online and get it over with and make your plan. And as soon as you show up to the show, head to those booths, find out when you need to come back to submit your, you have to submit your competition. You're going to sit there and do it, and they're going to time you and grade you and put you on a list. So just go to the competition areas and figure out what you're going to do. But this is super, super exciting. Lester says he's going to do the screen replacement. Awesome. Saad is signing up for the micro soldering.
Go.
Yeah, I mean,
He's throwing his
who
hat in the
wants to
ring.
do
It
screen
seems.
replacement? I mean, I should do
A lot of
screen
experts.
replacement,
Yeah,
can't do
and
my-
one thing you mentioned, Nicole, is important for the micro soldering part. You don't have to be a professional. Like even if you just started with this, as Nicole said, it's probably your lucky day. It's Vegas. There's a lot of luck in there, so just give it a try. I mean, if you win, you win, and it's gonna be awesome. So give it a try. Don't like, because you're not a micro soldering or you've been not years doing this. It doesn't mean that you cannot do it. So just sign up.
Well, if I'm lucky to bring my family with me, my son who's 13 told me the other day he wants to learn how to micro solder. And I'm like, I didn't even know he would understand that term, let alone be interested in it. So I might bring him and take you up on that offer.
Well, you know what also, Gil, is there's going to be demos there, training demos in micro soldering. So he can sit in for an hour and they're going to be teaching
there you go,
how to do it. So
my accountant will let me expense my son now. So that's wonderful.
And we are family friendly. Everybody knows that. Some people, I mean, I've seen babies at our show. I've seen teenagers. I bring my teenager every year. So, it just is what it is. It's just our industry. It is a professional show. People are networking and everything, but families. It's just our industry, A lot of shop owners have their families working in their shop. So
absolutely, they do.
Nicole, I have a question. Before the Gadget Repair Expo, where did repair shops go?
They didn't. They kind of picked a show, or shows would, like, say it was a show that was about wireless, they would have a section for repair. Not at the show, but they may have a speaker, or they may have a session, right? You may have a show about recycling, and they just kind of throw in repair. So it wasn't really focused on repairs. It helped them. I'm sure it helped them bring in those people, but I don't know how much the show was benefiting the shop owner, which I'm not saying anything about those shows. I'm not pointing out any shows. I'm not talking about anybody, but you know what I'm saying, Ahmed, to answer your question, there was no show for us. And that's why Repairs First Association decided we have to do this. Jeremy, Brad, and Brian, they they said we got to have a show for our industry.
Yeah, 100% agree. I've been going to these shows for like 12 years now, and there has never been a show like how Nicole and Ron Bryan and everyone else has been
That's great.
doing. I've been to, the CTIA ones. I've been to the other ones, anything to do with phones. But we're always like in the back end of the spectrum. We're always like the forgotten ones, whether it's CES or whatever. There's always like, we're always there in all these shows, but this is like exclusive. I remember when we did the Atlanta location, I'm like, this is the best show I've ever been to. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what, what people are coming for. These are technicians coming in. We have all these contests now. It's more organized than ever before. I feel that there's more players coming into the market. We have prepaid Spectrum from Upluck, and we have more wholesalers getting involved. Even wholesalers that weren't involved before, now they're getting more involved. Anybody who's doing repairs are saying, hey, this is the show now. This is our spotlight. We're not the back end. The back end is probably other things, but it's really the show. This is it.
Yeah, and I know that Brad with IG mentioned All Wireless prepaid, right? So it's a prepaid show with featuring repair, right? Mobile Disrupt, I love. If you don't know Bob LaFawn, I'm like his surrogate daughter. Okay, he was my personal coach for the longest time. I'm very proud of that. I love Bob, and I love his show, but it is commercial. He will tell you if you're a shop owner and you have a chance to speak to Bob, he'll be at our show. He's a speaker. And you say, should I go set up at Mobile Disrupt for some reason? And he'll say, are you in retail? He's dealing with commercial. So he knows very much so what his show is about, and who should not go, and he will not mislead you. Those, these shows cost a little bit more too. Sometimes I hear people say, well, $99 for a ticket. I'm like, we give away free tickets, and the ticket's 50% off. If you contact any of your wholesalers, they are going to the GRE and they will have a 50% off code for you. But some of these shows, tickets are, $100, $500, $600, $1,000, $3,000. There is a show that's $3,000 ticket. So, really, this is the show for you if you're in the repair industry or want to enter the repair industry. So me, especially, I have a lot of followers that are not in repair and are looking to enter the industry. If you want to see everything in one place that you ever need to know, this is the place to go. You've got all your vendors. Okay. The main vendors are going to this show. Okay. In repair, all your parts suppliers, your tool suppliers, your machine suppliers, everything that you need that way, right? And then you've got demos. So if there's things you want to see, like, do I want to be a micro solderer? Do I want to just do screens? Do I want to do backglass? Do I want to do screen refurbing, right? The speakers. So this is the place to come, even if you're just entering the industry too.
Yeah. I know you do the Y certification, Nicole. I think they're trying to do a show in New York because I'm a New Yorker. And I think, I don't know if you're in talks with them or anything, but
they're probably doing like a roundup, which is like a small meeting. It's like a private meeting. Yeah. But they're coming to the GRE, and they have spoke to me and they want to see how this goes, but they love it. They want to figure out how to have a better part. You know what I mean? So this year is going to be their first year. They're going to speak a little bit on day one about Wise, and then they're going to go stand at a booth and answer any questions. And so they're ready. They've been working on that thick skin, they're ready to answer your questions, and so I'm excited for that. I know I speak to shop owners that sometimes are frustrated with these different programs, and some of them are actually pretty outspoken about it. So I'm excited for people to have a place to come and say, hey, this is my question. Why do you do this way? You know what I mean? And have someone to speak to that's there to talk to them. Like I said, it's just getting people to talk is where things start to, right, Ahmed?
Yes. You want to know anything, you're right there. Talk about it. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. Walk to the person. And if you don't know someone, ask me to introduce you to them. Ask Nicole. Get there, or, if he makes one of his team. Everybody on the panel over here on the conference ready to help you. Another thing I just want to mention, I want to call the show is the employee show. It's affordable. It's easy access. We talk about it on social media. We're always going live. We're the only one in the industry with a show in any shape I've ever seen that's go lives and talk about it, give you all steps, tips. You feel like some of you haven't been in the show. You feel you've already been there. So when you walk in, you're not being like, wow, what is this? I don't know what to do. Everybody's here, willing to help you, direct you. Make sure to make it there. This is the employee show, and we made it for you guys to make it affordable and easy to get there.
Yeah, bring your team. I can't stress that enough. I'm really close with a shop owner named Rose, and every year she brings a couple of her team members, and she just always tells me that they leave so motivated to go
Yeah.
back into the store. They made new friends, new technician friends, where they can kind of vent about being a technician, because you're always in like a very people don't understand our world until you have to fix someone's device that they think is like breath, you know. You don't understand, right, Brian? I mean, I see you shaking your head. It's like,
Yep.
until you got to fix someone's device and they literally think you're working on their child, you don't know what it's like day to day.
Listen, I'm sitting in my
100%.
car over here on this call using my phone. Without my phone, I would be disabled.
Me too.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I think, Nicole, one of the things that sets GRE apart, talking about all the competitions and displays, like your money that you're spending to get into GRE, it's not like other things in Vegas. You're not risking that money. You're actually getting value. If you pay attention to the micro soldering competition and the back glass and the screen replacement, there are techniques that other technicians are using that you may not have thought about. So that GRE ticket, just the value of it just increased exponentially, because now you've got a new technique that maybe makes your repair better that you can teach to your other technicians. So that's just one of the things that I see in GRE that makes it different from all others.
Yeah, you're talking to other technicians. And then another thing is I want to shed a little bit of light on the right to repair, because I know that a lot of our industry support the right to repair. But then you're not, I know a lot of you, and you might not want to say it publicly, you don't know how to use the legislation. So you hear things passing, but you don't know how it rolls down to you. There is confusion around that. And Darwin with Motorola, that he was so passionate about it. When I met him, he was like, "You're Nicole? One of my goals would be to help independents understand how to utilize right to repair to work with us, the OEM." And I was like, "What? Can you speak about that?" You know? And so he's coming to speak about that topic. How do you take the legislation passed by right to repair and use it with OEMs as a repair business? I'm just so excited about that, because no one is connecting those two, you know? So this show is just going to be just fabulous. I'm super, super excited. So is there anything else that we want to talk about or cover? We're getting really close to the show, guys. Again, remember, there are free tickets. Get your free ticket. Register for any competition.
Register. Just put your name, even if you don't know if you're going to make it or not. Just go ahead and jump in. Get your ticket. Secure this out of the way, and make sure to try your best to be there. I'm telling you, this is going to be your best day. This can change a lot of stuff. This can change the game for your business. Trade shows like this made me who I am. And then
me too.
Yes, it is what it is. Yes, I met great people, smart people. One was mind-like people. People want to grow. It's you are hanging out with winners. The only winners in Vegas is going to be in that room. Make sure you're in that room.
I love that.
El Rolas Santos says how to get a free ticket. Okay, if you can see the screen, I don't know if you guys can actually see the screen where you're at, but you would go to GadgetRepairExpo.com, click buy a ticket or get a ticket, and then you're going to enter in the code GRE free. Do it quickly, because the ticket is active while we are live. Otherwise, you can just go to the website and purchase a ticket for $99. Or if you use a wholesaler like WDP or PLP, right? Phone LCD parts, wholesale gadget parts, Injured Gadgets, GSM Warehouse, Lux Wireless. If you want to reach out to any of the vendors that you use that are going to the, re-up, everybody's got codes that they can give you for 50% off of your ticket. So your ticket ends up being just $50. So there's a lot of ways for you to get a discount on a ticket. Let's see what he says here. Okay, he says, got it. Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you all for being here. Is there any last comments before we go? I'll see you. I'm going to be live Wednesday too. So
Thank you.
We'll see you again, guys, next Wednesday.
Be well, everyone.
I'm doing 3 lives a week now, because the show's 2 weeks away.
Let's go.
You know me. Love the camera, All right, you guys come to Gadget Repair Expo. Thank you guys all for being here, and I will see you on the next live.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Take care, Nicole.
Bye,
Take care,
everyone.
guys.